punishment. Some people crave it, and for some people, it just seems to follow them wherever they go. For me, I don't know which camp I fit in, but I sure seem to be a glutton for it. Because, you see, my days of enjoying and living on my 20-year-old homestead are over. Apparently, it wasn't good enough for me. No, I gotta go and start a whole new project, even after I swore to myself that I would never do it again. You're probably putting two and two together by now and have realized that my family and I have moved on from our homestead here in Pahoa. We are no longer the stewards of this land. Somebody else gets that opportunity now because we got offered a deal that was too good to pass up. You see, Pahoa is changing. In the 60s, when they carved up all these lots for these subdivisions out here, they didn't really think that far ahead. They didn't plan for the thousands of people that would actually move in. And now we have these roads that cannot handle all of the traffic that is currently using it right now. And besides that, energy costs are getting higher. Driving is costing more and more, and I don't want to do that much more of it in the future. That's why we moved closer to town. We just landed on a spot that is 3 miles from my favorite surf spot, has a little house on it, and has 3 acres. Not only that, we could walk to a park, we can ride our bikes around in a beautiful agricultural neighborhood, we can walk to the store, we can walk my kids to school. Maybe now you're starting to see why we decided to leave. The only thing is, we have to start all over again, and I'm not looking forward to it. Starting a new system from scratch takes a lot of energy, time, and money. And I don't plan to use a lot of money to make this happen. So it's going to take a lot of my energy and time. But that's good news for all of you out there, because you're going to be able to follow along and see how someone who started numerous homesteads starts one from scratch. And we're going to keep it simple and start with the basics. I've already seen a lot of things that I need to do right away in order to get myself set up. And a lot of those things are really easy that pretty much anybody can do. What we do with our compost became an issue before the first week was even up. So I'm going to go over easy ways that a new homestead could set up their compost systems. We'll also cover crops that we can grow that'll give us an instant yield, as well as crops that we can plan out that'll produce for us in less than 1 year. We'll be setting up a potted herb garden and creating some raised beds, and eventually we'll go out into that back half of the property, reclaim it, and create a thriving food forest. But I want to save money by growing a lot of those plants myself. So we're going to go over how to establish a small backyard nursery and how to even make money from it so that you can use those proceeds to fund other parts of your homestead. And eventually we want to get animals, probably starting with chickens, but I want to be sure that I have a plan in place first. So we're going to create a permaculture-based design for this property and an implementation plan so that we make sure that we do everything right the first time. But for now, I'm still observing the site. I'm watching the winds and the rains. I'm learning about all the insects and bugs, where the shade is, where the sun is. It's always best to just watch and observe for a little bit. And don't worry, during that time, I'll still be able to revisit my old homestead. I made an agreement with the renter here that I could come back and shoot videos for you all so that we can continue learning together. And I gotta say, guys, as a side note, developing a homestead like this where you have solar, water catchment, and a thriving food forest is a great selling point if you ever decide to sell or rent out your property. Because when it came time for us, I was a little worried because our property is not located in the best neighborhood, but because of what I did with this place, I attracted some really awesome potential tenants, and I found the perfect little family to rent my place here. That can't be said for a lot of the other rentals in this area. And now this house here is paying for our other house in Hilo. But that's something else altogether. I just wanted to make this video to ensure you guys that I am still out there and I'm going to be coming back with more content for you all. So get ready for the new evolution of Homesteadin Hawaii. In the meantime, check out this first video from the early days when I started this channel. If you're interested in starting a homestead of your own, this one will give you some insights on what it takes to make it happen. Just be wary that times have changed and inflation has made a lot of those numbers that I mentioned in that video need an extra zero tacked on to the end of them.